Charade, how can you say that? Mom gave you all 8 million of the relocation money. Is this how you treat her?
Do you have a conscience?
She gave it to me willingly.
Why are you so jealous?
If you're so capable, ask her to give you some. Wuqi, let me tell you, this 8 million was meant to be mine. You're a married daughter, like spilled water. What right do you have to fight me for it?
I don't want the money. If I wanted money, I would have asked long ago. I just want you to treat Mom better.
Mom hasn't had an easy life. Dad passed away early and she raised the two of us all by herself.
Think of how much she suffered and how many hardships she endured.
Save your sob stories. She raised us. She only raised you, didn't she? When I was little, I only wore your hand-me-downs, covered in patches.
When has she ever shown me any love?
During holidays, she bought you new clothes and pretty dresses, while I got cheap junk from street stalls. 10 yuan shoes that fell apart after just 3 days. You went to school in the city while I was stuck at a crappy school in town, where the classroom roof leaked every time it rained. She favored you. Did you think I didn't notice?
Xiaohui, come here.
What?
I'm busy.
Spend the money I gave you wisely. I'm counting on you for the rest of my life. After all, your sister will join another family. You're the one who must carry on the Zhou family line.
Mom, what are you talking about? I even got a divorce to take care of you. Yet you say I'm an outsider. Is this how you repay me after all the years I've spent looking after you?
Divorced or not, you're still an outsider. Only a son can carry on the Zhou family line. You're just a girl. Sooner or later, you'll belong to another family. What's the point of me being nice to you?
Did you hear that?
Mom knows exactly who is her own flesh and blood and who is an outsider. She's crystal clear about it.
Oh, by the way, sis.
I'm bringing a few friends over for dinner tonight. Cook us a feast.
And don't embarrass me. My friends are all respectable people.
I can barely stand, and you want me to cook for your friends.
I can't even lift my arms. Do you know that?
Then suit yourself. But if my friends show up and there's no food, you'll be the one losing face. Don't blame me if they call you ill-mannered.
My dear sister, that's not right of you to say. How is a daughter an outsider?
You've been bedridden and unable to move for 3 years. Yet your daughter has been cleaning up after you and taking care of everything, while your son hasn't lifted a finger.
This is so heartbreaking for her.
To put it bluntly, with the way your son behaves, if he gets that 8 million, he'll squander it all in less than half a year.
Who will you rely on then?
Won't you still have to rely on your daughter? You're basically throwing a golden bowl into the toilet.
Aunt Wang, have you even sorted out your own family affairs? Your daughter-in-law argued with you and has been back at her parents' house for half a month now.
And yet you have the nerve to meddle in my family's business.
If you're that bored, go do square dancing. Stop acting like a saint here.
Fine, throw my goodwill back in my face.
I'll see the day you regret this. Don't come crying to me when that happens.
Let me tell you, heaven is watching. You get your karma sooner or later.
Aunt Wang was only trying to help.
Good intentions. She's just here to watch the drama, hoping something goes wrong in our family, so she can use it as gossip material in the neighborhood. I know her type all too well.
Sister Xiaohui, is dinner ready yet? We guys are all starving. Brother Lei said your braised pork is to die for.
Mom, for today's chicken soup, I went all the way to the countryside to buy a fresh, free-range chicken from a farm to stew for you. I simmered it for over 3 hours. Why don't you try some and see if the seasoning is right?
I don't want it. Just looking at it makes me feel nauseous.
Mom, look at you. You're just skin and bones now. Your arm is thinner than my wrist. Please just have one sip, okay?
I don't have an appetite.
Xiaohui, Mom wants to eat the cake on the coffee table. It looks so good.
I bought that for myself. It costs 35 yuan a piece and it's made with imported cream. If you want to eat it, push your wheelchair and buy it yourself. Can't you move?
Lega, if your mom wants to eat it, just let her. It's just a piece of cake and it barely costs anything.
What do you know?
All she does is eat all day. She eats, she poops, and then I have to change her.
It's so annoying.
Do you have any idea how much diapers alone cost every month?
Mom, please eat your dinner first. Once I'm done cleaning up, I'll go buy you a cake, alright? I'll ride my bike. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
No, I want it right now. Looking at your cooking just ruins my appetite.
It's so greasy and looks awful. Even takeout is better than this.
Sis, did you hear that?
Even dogs wouldn't eat your food. What's the point of your fancy plating? Mom doesn't appreciate it anyway.
Oh, Sister Xiaohui is only trying to be filial. Ma'am, please show some appreciation and just have a taste. Mom.
Then please just have a sip of the soup. Just one sip, I'm begging you.
I said I'm not eating. Are you deaf?
Did you do that on purpose? Are you trying to scold me to death?
Wow, talk about a thankless job. Sis, You might as well stop cooking and just order takeout. It'll save you all this thankless effort. Look at you. You've been busy all afternoon and she doesn't appreciate it at all. Why bother?
Oh, Sister Xiaohui, your hand is bleeding. Do you need a band-aid? I have some in my bag.
It's fine. It doesn't hurt. I've had worse injuries than this. This is nothing.
Ma'am, did you watch the live stream from the first day? The whole internet is condemning you. The comment section is flooded. Your daughter has done so much for you, yet you still treat her like this. What on earth do you want? Do you know what people online are saying about you? They're calling you the most heartless mother in history.
The truth, there are still 2 days left. What's the rush?
What truth? Could you give me a straight answer?
You'll find out. In 3 days, the whole world will know.
Mom, who were you just on the phone with? I heard you talking.
It's none of your business. Just mind your own affairs.
Mom, I know you're angry with me. You resent me for being useless and not giving you a better life.
But I've really done my best. I spend more than half of my monthly earnings on you, and I can't even bear to buy new clothes for myself. Look at these shoes. I've been wearing them for 3 years. The soles are worn completely flat and they leak whenever it rains.
My socks stay wet all day. Mom, can't you just say something to me? Even if you just want to scold me. It hurts worse than being scolded when you ignore me like this. Stop talking.
I'm tired.
Mom, didn't you want some cake yesterday? I went out of my way to buy it after work. It's your favorite strawberry flavor. I had to go to 4 stores to find it. The others were all sold out. Please have a taste and see if you like it.
I don't want to eat it now. Just looking at it makes me feel sick.
Then what do you want to eat? I'll cook it for you. Braised pork ribs, stir-fried shrimp. I took the ribs out to thaw before I left this morning. They're ready to cook now. Didn't you say last time that you wanted sweet and sour ribs?
I don't want to eat anything you make. Just seeing your cooking kills my appetite.
Mom, I had to go to so many stores just to get this flavor. It was raining today and I rode my electric scooter for 40 minutes. I got completely soaked and I almost got hit by a car on the way. Just take one bite. Just one bite, please. I'm begging you.
Take it away. Just looking at it makes me sick.
How many times do I have to tell you I don't like sweets, yet you insisted on buying them? Did you do it on purpose?
Are you trying to anger me on purpose?
But you clearly said yesterday you wanted cake. You said it yourself, that you wanted that strawberry cake on the coffee table. I remember it clearly.
Yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. People change their minds every day. Don't you know that? I wanted it yesterday, but I don't want it today. So what?
Is that a crime?
Mom, do you just not want me as your daughter anymore? If you think I'm an eyesore, just say the word. I'll leave and go far away, so I won't bother you anymore.
If you feel wronged, then leave. It's not like I'm stopping you. The door is wide open. Who is keeping you here?
Mom, I was in a crucial team fight in a promotion match. You bumped into me, and I got killed instantly. Do you know how long I've been playing this match? 40 minutes! 40 minutes wasted!
Charade, you almost knocked Mom over. If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive you. Believe it or not, I will report you to the police.
She's paralyzed and can't feel pain anyway. Why are you so worked up?
So what if she falls? It's not going to kill her. So annoying! I lost the promotion match again.
It's all your fault. You're all bad. Why did you have to bump into me now of all times? Just when I was in the middle of a team fight.
Do you have a conscience at all?
Mom gave you all 8 million yuan, and this is how you treat her.
Are you even human?
8 million. I deserve that money. I'm her son.
What do you know? What right do you, an outsider, have to tell me what to do in my own house? Besides, the money is already in my hands. I'll spend it however I want, and I'll treat her however I please.
None of your business.
Charade, how can you say such things? Are you even human? Search your conscience.
Who do you think you are?
You're just a divorced woman. What right do you have to speak to me in this house?
Let me tell you, this house is mine. My name is on the property deed.
If you don't like it, move out. Go back to your in-laws.
How dare you hit me? Just wait. I'll have Mom kick you out too. Who do you think you are?
Mom, are you okay? Where does it hurt? Did you get hurt? Did you bump into anything? Talk to me, Mom.
I'm fine.
Mom, how are you feeling today? Is your appetite any better? Did you sleep well last night? Mom, look how nice the weather is today. The sun is finally out.
After we eat, let me push you outside for a walk. The doctor said spending more time outdoors is good for your health. The flowers in the park are all in bloom. They're so beautiful. I also heard they set up a stage and they'll be performing the fairy couple tonight.
Didn't you always love listening to Huangmei opera? I don't want to go. It's too windy outside. Then we can enjoy the sun at home. I've cleaned up the balcony and laid out a blanket so you can sit comfortably. I even bought your favorite jasmine tea.
The traditional kind with the whole jasmine buds. How nice would it be for the two of us to drink tea and enjoy the sun together? I also bought some 5-spice sunflower seeds.
Whatever. Mom, there's something I want to tell you. My son Xiaohui called me yesterday. He said he missed me and asked when I was coming to see him. I told him Grandma isn't well and that I visit once I'm less busy. He asked, Mom, do you not want me anymore?
I burst into tears right then. I cried for 10 minutes behind a shelf at the supermarket. Mom, I'm not complaining.
I just want to talk to you. Please, just listen to me, okay? Keeping it all inside is just too painful. Mom, do you remember, when we were little, you often took me and my brother to the balcony to get some sun and tell us stories. The year Dad passed away, you were only 32. You grit your teeth and carried the whole family on your shoulders.
You raised my brother and me. No matter how hard or exhausting it got, you never shed a single tear in front of us. You said that as long as my brother and I were still here, you couldn't fall down. Even if the sky fell, you'd hold it up. I've always remembered those words. So I told myself that no matter how hard or exhausting it is, I must stay by your side. Even if the whole world abandons you, I never will. You're my mother. You gave birth to me and raised me. That is a debt of gratitude as vast as the sky, one I can never repay in this lifetime. Mom, I know you favor my brother, but I don't blame you. I really don't.
But Mom, sometimes I just don't understand.
Why can't you treat me just a little bit better? Even if you just say you've worked hard, I would be content. I've even dreamed of you saying those words to me.
Hello? I told you I'm busy right now. I'll call you back later.
Ma, I'm going to the restroom. Enjoy the sun for a bit.
Sis, are you sure?
Do you really want to do this? Mom, I've got to say you're really lucky. You've been paralyzed for 3 years.
But you got a stubborn daughter like my sister. Even though you've dragged her down to this point, she still can bear to put you in a nursing home.
Don't you think she's a fool? Where else in the world could you find such a fool? Oh, I forgot to tell you, I lost all of that 8 million you gave me. My luck was absolutely terrible. No matter how I played, I kept losing. Not only did I lose everything, but I also owe over $1 million now. I had no choice but to sell the apartment we're living in to pay off my debt. The new owner is coming to take over the place in a few days. You'll have to pack up and move out by then. I was originally planning to dump you in a nursing home. It's only a few thousand yuan a month anyway. But my sister had a massive fight with me over this. She absolutely refused, worried that you wouldn't be treated well there, saying the staff there wouldn't take proper care of you. Don't you think she's out of her mind? A nursing home is great. You get free food and lodging and people to talk to. But she just insists on dragging you along to suffer with her. Isn't she just asking for trouble?
Charade, that's enough.
Shut your mouth. I'm just telling the truth. Mom, look at the son you've doted on your entire life. He squandered all your money and even sold your house. While the daughter you've loved for 3 years has to take you to some rundown shack in the suburbs, the kind that costs only 800 yuan a month. Don't you think your calculations backfired spectacularly? If you had given half of it to my sister back then, even just 2 million,
you wouldn't have ended up in this state.
It's my money. I'll give it to whoever I want. It's not your place to lecture me. Who do you think you are?
Fine, fine. You're the boss. You know best. Then I wish you a wonderful life with my sister, living in that fancy 800 yuan a month apartment.
Mom, let's go. I'll find a place for us to settle down first. Don't worry, I won't let you suffer.
Sis, if you ask me, stop trying to be a hero. How are you going to find a job with this old burden dragging you down? While you still can, hurry up and dump her in the nursing home. You've already done more than enough for her. No one can say a thing. You still have a son to raise. Your own health isn't good either. You can't drag yourself down too.
As long as I'm alive, I will never give up on Mom. She raised me, so I must take care of her in her old age. This is my fate, and I accept it.
Fine. You're so great and noble. Just don't come crying to me for money when the time comes. Let me tell you, I don't have a single penny left, so don't expect anything from me.
I've never expected anything from you, not in the past, and never in the future.
Oh, Xiaohui, where are you taking your mother? Are you moving with all these bags?
Where are you moving to?
Why didn't you say anything?
Aunt Wang, we are moving. I'll come visit you when I have time.
Oh, my dear girl, you've suffered so much.
Your mother, sigh, I better not say.
You must take care of yourself. Call me if anything happens. I'll do whatever I can to help. Remember, you're not alone. You still have us neighbors.
This poor girl has had such a hard life.
Heavens, please open your eyes. Such a good daughter. How did she end up with a mother and a brother like that?
Where is the justice in this world?
Mom, I'm home. Are you asleep yet? I got stuck in traffic today, so I'm home late. You don't have a fever.
The old lady at the house I cleaned today was so difficult. She complained that I didn't mop the floor well enough. I got down on my knees and mopped it 3 times. My knees are all bruised, but she was still not satisfied. She even filed a complaint with my boss.
The boss docked my pay by 50 yuan, which is half a day's wages. That's enough to feed us for days.
Mom, you're still awake.
Are you hungry? Let me warm up some porridge. I made it thick today, just the way you like it.
I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat.
Mom, please just have a few spoonfuls. I earned an extra 20 yuan in tips today and bought you a pack of sesame paste. I'll make some for you tomorrow morning. I heard sesame paste is good for the stomach. Your stomach is weak, so having more of it will do you good.
I also bought some red dates to nourish your blood.
I said I don't want any. Is there something wrong with your ears? How many times do I have to say it for you to listen?
Alright, I'll leave it here. You can have it whenever you want. If the porridge gets cold, I'll heat it up again.
Mom, I'm back. I'll cook for you right away. I had a lot of work today, so I got back late.
Xiaohui, have you eaten yet?
How have you been lately? Mom still has some secret savings, over 200,000 yuan. If you are short on money, just tell me. I've saved it all for you.
Mom, how much secret savings do you have left? Is it enough to pay off what I owe?
There is still over 200,000. All these years, your sister has been paying out of her own pocket to take care of me. I haven't touched a single cent of my savings. I've kept it all for you. It's all reserved for you. Even the interest on the fixed deposit passbook is quite a lot.
Does sister know about this money? Has she ever asked you about it?
Your sister is deeply in debt from taking care of me. How could I let her know about this? Don't worry. All of Mom's money is yours. You can spend it however you like. Mom is counting on you for the rest of my life. You are the sole heir of the Zhou family. If I don't give it to you, who else?
Okay, I got it. How is sister? I heard she hasn't been feeling well lately. She's been looking very pale.
She just fainted from exhaustion. She'll be fine after resting for a bit. Don't worry about her. Go tend to your own business.
Fainted? Mom, didn't you call an ambulance?
Why call an ambulance? She's just faking it. Don't worry about it. For my affairs. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Mom, is that money in cash or a passbook?
The bank book is hidden under my pillow. Just come and get it, and don't forget.
Mom, take care of yourself. It's been cold lately. Don't catch a cold.
What does a daughter even matter? Having a son to carry on the family line is what matters most.
Oh my god! Her daughter fainted! Call 120! Quick!
She's still breathing, but her face is as pale as a sheet.
Your daughter fainted! Why didn't you call an ambulance? Who were you just calling? We all heard it on the live stream.
You were calling your son talking about over 200,000 yuan in private savings.
Your daughter is in this state, yet you only care about your son.
What is your heart made of?
Zhou Lei, your son. Your daughter is in this condition and you're still calling him to talk about private savings. You won't even call an ambulance. Are you even a mother?
Stop talking. Let's carry her out first. Hurry up before it's too late. I'm 53 years old and I've never seen such a cold-blooded mother. She's not even human.
What did your daughter owe you in her past life that she had to pay you back like this now? You old woman, just wait for your karma. What goes around comes around!
The patient fainted due to chronic overwork and severe malnutrition. We found a dialysis fistula on her body. She has uremia.
And both her kidneys are failing. She's been on dialysis to stay alive, but her condition has deteriorated rapidly. Conservative treatment is no longer enough. She needs a kidney transplant as soon as possible, or she'll only have 3 months left to live.
Your daughter is on the verge of death, yet you're just sitting there without shedding a single tear.
Are you even her biological mother? I watched the live stream for 3 days and it gets harder to watch every day. This poor girl has suffered so much. She has suffered so much. Even though her mother treated her like that, she still took care of her without a word. If it were me, I would have left long ago. What is she even after?
Hoping to get her mother's 8 million yuan.
She didn't get a single cent of that 8 million.
Old lady, did you hear that? Your daughter broke down from overwork and developed uremia. She needs a kidney transplant.
Don't you still have over 200,000 yuan in your savings?
Hurry up and use it to treat your daughter. Money can always be remade, but once a life is gone, it's gone forever.
What does her illness have to do with me? It's not like I made her sick. That money is for my son. Nobody can touch it. I've said it before, no one is allowed to touch my son's money. He is the bloodline of the Zhou family.
Your daughter got kidney disease from overwork, and it's all because of you. How dare you say, what does it have to do with me? Have you lost your conscience?
She has sacrificed so much for you. Don't you feel any guilt at all?
You've already given your son 8 million yuan and even sold the house to pay off his debts. Isn't that enough? Why won't you even give your daughter this little bit of life-saving money?
Don't you know what a good-for-nothing your son is?
What else can he do besides leeching off you?
Giving money to your son is clearly throwing it down the drain. While your daughter is waiting for this money to save her life, do you really have to watch your daughter die because of you before you're satisfied? Are you even human? Do you even deserve to be a mother?
Old lady, I'm a mother too. I have 2 sons and a daughter. If I were paralyzed and my daughter ignored me, I wouldn't be able to die in peace.
But look at you. Your daughter takes care of you, yet you don't appreciate it at all.
Do you have any idea what people are saying about you? People say you must have sinned in your past life to end up paralyzed in this one. I didn't believe it at first, but now I do. If what you're doing isn't a sin, then what is...
You committed a grave sin indeed.
Sister, you're absolutely right. I must have sinned in my past life to raise such a filial daughter. But do you know what my real sin was?
My sin was not seeing through her sooner. She is a total ingrate.
What did you say?
Your daughter is an ingrate. Are you out of your mind?
If your daughter is an ingrate, then there is no filial child left in this world.
Open your eyes and look at everything she has done for you. Which of those wasn't out of filial piety?
Whatever she does for me is her own choice. I never begged her. If she wants to serve me, that's her business.
My own savings are mine to give to whoever I please. My son is my life. What is a daughter worth anyway?
Ma'am, let me have a word with you in private. We just retrieved her previous medical records. She has been receiving treatment in our dialysis department for 3 years.
Over the past 3 years, your daughter has regularly brought you here for rehabilitation.
Everyone at the nurse's station knows her and praises her devotion. As a patient, she has to undergo dialysis 3 times a week, yet she still insists on caring for her paralyzed mother. You are a highly compatible match for her. According to organ donation laws, living organ donations must undergo strict review and approval by the ethics committee. I cannot make this decision for you, but as a doctor, I urge you to give it serious consideration. Your daughter is still young, just in her early 30s, with a whole life ahead of her.
Ma'am, you surely can't have any objections now, right? This is your own daughter, not a stranger.
Exactly. She is already so ill herself.
She took care of you. Don't you feel any pity for her?
Search your conscience.
I won't donate. I said I won't donate.
Even if she dies right in front of me, I won't do it.
Is a daughter worth losing a kidney over? Once my kidney is gone, it's gone. What will I do then?
Whoever wants to donate can do it. I'm certainly not...
You stubborn, cold-hearted old woman. To take care of you, Xiaohui lost her stable job, got divorced.
Lost her home. And now even her health is completely ruined.
Because of you, her life is completely ruined. Now only you can save her. She has done so much for you. Are you really going to just watch her die? Has your conscience been eaten by dogs?
Lin Cheng, what's your hurry?
She's your ex-wife. Haven't you two already divorced?
Why are you so anxious? Is it because you can't let her go? Or because of something else?
What nonsense are you talking about?
I just can't stand seeing this. I divorced her because she neglected our family.
And focused solely on serving you. It wasn't because I didn't care about her. I heard everything from my hospital bed. Now you're pretending to be a good guy. Who do you think you are?
I'm not wasting my breath on a crazy old woman like you. You're talking absolute nonsense.
Whether she lives or dies has nothing to do with me. I will not donate this kidney.
If you have such a great conscience, why don't you donate yours?
Didn't you say she's your ex-wife?
You two were once married. Why don't you try donating? You won't die from losing one kidney.
Oh, look at you pretending to be a good guy just now. The moment donating a kidney is mentioned, you go dead silent. Talk about a hypocrite.
Whether I donate or not is none of your business. She and I are already divorced. Legally, I have no obligation.
Whoever is obligated should be the one to donate.
Hypocrites. Neither of you is any better than the other. You're both scum. 2 peas in a pod.
Please, stop pressuring my mom. I beg you.
My mom is old and in poor health. I can't be so selfish and ask her to take risks for me. I respect all my mom's decisions. She raised me.
And I'm already so grateful. I can't let my failing health drag her down.
Please stop criticizing them. It's all my fault. I'm not good enough. I'm useless. If you want to blame someone, blame me.
Old lady, do you see this?
Look how good your daughter is to you. Even at a time like this, she's still thinking of you. Why on earth are you so cruel to her?
Is it simply because she's a girl? You're a woman yourself. Why do you harbor so much hostility toward your own daughter? Is your daughter not your own flesh and blood?
Exactly. What year is it? Why do you still favor boys over girls?
Does your family have a throne to inherit or something?
As for that scumbag son of yours, even dogs would turn away.
I really don't see how he could ever compare to your daughter.
Your daughter is gold while your son is trash.
Yet you throw the gold away. Have you gone senile?
Young lady, get up. Stop kneeling. She doesn't deserve to be your mother. Get up.
Please, I beg you. Her health is poor. She can't take the stress.
If this is my fate, I accept it. I just hope you won't blame my mom. She has already had such a hard life.
If you're angry, take it all out on me. You can hit me or yell at me.
Mom, don't worry. I don't need your kidney, and I won't take a single penny from you. As long as you're doing well, nothing else matters to me. If you miss my brother, I'll buy you a ticket to visit him. If you crave anything, I'll run myself ragged to buy it for you. Please don't abandon me. You're my mother, the closest person I have in this world.
Stop pretending. You did all this just because you wanted to see me end up like this, didn't you? You've got what you wanted. Are you satisfied?
What are you talking about?
I want nothing but the best for you. Why would I want everyone to criticize you?
You're my mother.
This is crazy, just crazy. She only cares about her precious son. Her daughter is nothing but a servant. Her daughter has looked after her for 3 whole years. How could anyone fake that? You can fake it for a day or two, but for 3 years.
You're right. My daughter was indeed very good to me. She was very sweet and sensible from a young age. While other kids clamored for toys and snacks,
she was already using her New Year's money to buy me a scarf. It was only 5 yuan, but I still keep it to this day. She was only 7 when her father passed away. She cried and said, "Mom, don't be afraid. I'll protect you for Dad." Such mature words from such a little girl. She kept her word. From then on, she became incredibly independent, never giving me a single worry. She would quietly do all the laundry while I was at work. Back then, we didn't even have a washing machine. It was all hand-washed. When I had a fever, she would stand on a stool to cook porridge for me. Her hands were blistered from the heat. Yet she smiled and said, "It doesn't hurt, Mom." She was so afraid of pain, even getting a shot would make her wail for ages. But once, when a stray dog lunged at us, as small as she was, she shielded me with open arms and cried, "Don't bite my mom." Even after she got married, she would call and chat with me every single day. Even if I just coughed a little, she would get so anxious. She'd take a taxi overnight just to come and check on me. My daughter was the best daughter in the world. No one could ever compare. Hearing you say that, you seem to love your daughter very much too. Then why are you being so cruel to her now? I really can't understand it.
Because she deserves it.
I feel so sorry for your daughter. I really don't know what's so good about you that she actually chose to divorce me just to take care of you.
A heartless person like you doesn't deserve to be a parent. You don't deserve it.
Then do you deserve to be a husband? Do you?
How do I not? Just because I stopped your daughter from unconditionally sacrificing herself for you, I don't deserve to be her husband. As her husband, I wanted her to be well more than anyone. That's exactly why I had to look out for her. My only regret is that I didn't stop it sooner. If only I had been firmer back then, Xiaohui wouldn't have ended up with kidney failure because of you.
Ma.
Cheng has done more than enough for me. Over the years, I've done my best to take care of you, spending all my time, salary, and savings on you. I neglected Cheng because of it, yet he never blamed me once.
He even offered me money out of his own pocket to buy you supplements. Though we're divorced now, over the years, the way he treated me, you, and our family, he truly did his best.
Please don't blame him.
Now that all 8 million is in your pockets, do you two still need to put on a show here?
Who are you trying to fool?
Wasn't that 8 million squandered by her son? How did it end up in her daughter and son-in-law's pockets? Who is lying? I think she's just senile and spouting nonsense again. Can we even believe a word she says? Ma'am.
What exactly did you mean by that just now? Is there something you know but haven't told us?
Please tell us the truth.
All right. Since you all want to know, I will make everything clear. 3 years ago, when I was out buying groceries, I caught Lin Cheng coming out of a hotel, holding another woman. That woman was Qingqing. At the time, Lin Cheng and my daughter were already talking about marriage, and were about to get their marriage certificate. I wanted to tell my daughter, but Lin Cheng spotted me and chased me frantically. 在一条无人的巷子里，他把我打晕
and threw me into the river to silence me forever.
I didn't die,
but I was underwater for too long and ended up in a vegetative state. Once Lin Cheng heard from the doctors that I would likely never wake up again, he stopped trying to kill me.
Instead, he pretended to care for me, playing the role of a devoted son-in-law and visiting the hospital every day.
My daughter was so moved by him that she married him.
She willingly walked right into a wolf's den.
But my daughter never gave up on me. Day after day, she cared for me. For 2 whole years, wiping me down, rolling me over, feeding me, massaging me, and cleaning up my waste. She brought me back from a vegetative state until I could open my eyes, speak, and swallow.
The doctor said it was a miracle in medical history. But I knew it wasn't a miracle. It was my daughter's life, which she sacrificed for me. She traded her life for mine.
Why only 2 years? Since you were paralyzed, your daughter has taken care of you for 3 whole years. What about the final year?
Because starting a year ago, it wasn't my daughter caring for me anymore. I was finally able to speak simple words. I will remember that day forever. My daughter came to tend to me, her eyes red and swollen from crying. She wept and said, "Mom, I'm divorcing Lin Cheng so that I can focus on taking care of you from now on." I was so happy for her, so happy that I almost fainted again. But after that, she never came back.
Several days later, she showed up, the woman who had plastic surgery to look just like my daughter.
She thought an old lady who had just woken up from a vegetative state would be easy to fool and too senile to tell who was who. But she underestimated a mother's eyes. With just one glance, I knew she wasn't my daughter. You indeed had plastic surgery to look exactly like my daughter. You imitated her voice, movements, and habits flawlessly. You even learned that she liked to hold chopsticks with her left hand, but you forgot one thing. When my daughter was little, to protect me, she was bitten on her right arm by a dog, leaving a scar that was crooked like a centipede. But your arm is as smooth as a snake's.
Mom, please stop joking. I really am Xiaohui. I had scar removal surgery on it at a cosmetic clinic, so it's no longer visible.
Enough. The locations of the birthmarks, scars, and moles on my daughter's body.
I know them all 10,000 times better than you do. Do you want me to tell the doctor right now to verify it? She has a blue birthmark on her left waist that looks like a cloud. The second toe on her right foot is significantly longer than the others.
Do you dare to verify if my daughter has already been murdered by you guys?
Tell me the truth.
Officer,
All the evidence is right here. This is the proof of Lin Cheng and Qingqing setting me up, luring me into gambling. Here are the bank statements and chat records.
They laundered the entire 8 million yuan into their own accounts, down to the last cent.
For the past 3 years, I cooperated with my mom's plan, pretending to be a gambling addict.
I slacked off and played the unfilial son, just to make them lower their guard and get this evidence.
And my sister's body has been found. They buried her under the sweet osmanthus tree in the backyard of the old house. I kept pretending not to know, pretending that
my sister was still alive, just to wait for today.
Lin Cheng forced me to do it. It was all his idea. He said you and your daughter had a deep bond. And if I pretended to be your daughter, stayed by your side and took care of you,
we would definitely get that 8 million yuan. When he saw you deliberately give all the money to your son, he set up a scheme to scam the money from your son. None of this has anything to do with me! The one who killed your daughter was Lin Cheng! He was the one who did it. I only helped bury the body. I didn't kill anyone.
Lin Cheng, you are under arrest for suspected intentional homicide and fraud.
Qingqing, you are suspected of harboring a criminal, fraud, and desecrating a corpse. You're coming with us too.
You old hag! You were playing dumb on purpose! You deliberately gave the money to your son to bait us! You old fox!
Did you think that because my body is paralyzed, my mind is paralyzed too? I played dumb for a whole year, just waiting for today. A life for a life. It's only natural. I believe the law will bring justice to my daughter. You've had a hot temper since childhood, always ready to explode. But to get justice for your sister, you pretended to treat me badly and acted like a spendthrift. Mom knows how much you've suffered. I haven't done much for your sister in my life, and this is the only thing I can do for her now. Fortunately, you understood my intentions and played along with me in this act. Thank you, my son.
Mom, I will work hard and earn money to support you from now on. In my sister's place, I will take good care of you.
If your sister were still here to hear you say that, she would be so happy.
Have you heard? That old lady wasn't biased. She was deliberately acting. Her daughter was an imposter. The real one was killed by her son-in-law long ago.
Oh my goodness.
oh my God, I knew it. How could any mother in this world be so heartless? This old lady is incredible. She endured it for a whole year. How did she get through this past year? Sister, I used to blame you for favoring boys over girls. I called you biased. I was so wrong. You've been wronged. You suffered such a huge injustice.
I don't feel wronged.
My daughter's death has been avenged. The law will bring her justice. It was worth risking my old life.
Sister, if you have any difficulties in the future, just tell us. We're neighbors who wouldn't lend a hand. A close neighbor is better than a distant relative. From now on, we are your family. Thank you.
Thank you.